Have you ever heard of the Sallie House in Atchison, Kansas? It's often called one of the most haunted houses in America, but the real story might be even more terrifying than the legends. Let's peel back the layers of this infamous haunting. The story begins in the early 1990s when a young couple, Tony and Deborah Pickman, rented the house. Soon after moving in with their newborn baby, strange things started to happen. Toys would turn on by themselves, objects would move, and a constant feeling of being watched settled over the home. At first, they thought it was just the quirks of an old house, but things quickly escalated. Tony began to experience violent physical attacks. He would suddenly have long, deep scratches appear on his chest and back, often in sets of 3. These attacks were so aggressive they would draw blood. The couple also started seeing apparitions. They described seeing a little girl, around 6 or 7 years old, whom they believed was a spirit named Sallie. They felt she was a friendly presence, perhaps trying to warn them about something darker lurking in the house. But who was Sallie? Local legend claims she was a young girl who died in the house during a botched appendectomy. In the early 1900s, the story goes that the doctor who lived in the house thought she was just complaining of a stomach ache and performed the surgery too late. Her spirit, they say, is forever tied to the home. However, historical records don't show any evidence of a girl named Sallie dying there. This is where the story takes a darker turn. Paranormal investigators who studied the house believe that Sallie isn't a little girl at all. They theorize that a more sinister, non-human entity is masquerading as a child to gain the family's trust. This entity, they believe, is the source of the violent attacks on Tony. It was specifically targeting the male figure in the house. Why? Some psychics claim the entity was the spirit of a woman who had been abused and now harbored a deep hatred for men. The activity became so intense and terrifying that the Pickman family was forced to flee their home in 1994, leaving their belongings behind. They simply couldn't endure the torment any longer since they left. The Sallie House has become a hotbed for paranormal investigations. Numerous television shows and ghost hunters have visited, many of them capturing their own evidence of unexplained phenomena. Visitors report hearing disembodied voices, feeling cold spots, and some have even captured photos of shadowy figures. Men, in particular, still report being scratched, pushed, or having their equipment mysteriously malfunction. The question remains, is it the ghost of a little girl named Sallie, forever trapped in the place of her painful death? Or is it something much older and more malevolent, hiding behind the guise of an innocent child to lure in its victims? The truth behind the Sallie House is still a mystery. It stands as a chilling reminder that some places hold secrets that we may never fully understand. What do you think is haunting this house? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more dives into the unknown. Stay safe out there.